Hello, boys and girls and everybody. It's me. I'm going to tell you a story. Once, long ago, there was a world very like ours, but ever so slightly different. For example, you were born at the height that you would end up, and your feet would grow downwards to meet the ground. So until you were fully grown, you would just float around. There were forests where the broccoli trees would grow as tall as houses and were delicious with melted butter and a pinch of salt. Butter was banned, of course, but that's another story. This is actually a story about the Kingdom of Wonder and the noble and strong princess who ruled there. Unfortunately, just like in our world, everyone in the kingdom has a cold. And to make sure everyone is safe, everyone is doing their very, very best and washing their hands 3 times as much and wearing masks wherever they can. But it's okay because some of their masks are sparkly and it's for the best. So no one really minds much. Oh, look, here comes the princess. We best be quiet and see what she has to say.
Hello, I'm the princess and I have something to say, and I'd appreciate it if you were quiet so you could listen to me.
It's only me here, I'm afraid, Princess. Everyone else is working from home and running the kingdom via Zoom meetings.
Oh, how horrid. Well, not to worry. How do you feel about helping me find the thing?
The thing?
Yes, you know, the thing. It's very important that you find it in order that we can get the kingdom back together again and have a ruddy good time.
Oh, well, why didn't you say? I'm not sure. I'm awfully busy, Princess. I'm sure I have hairballs and no one is returning my calls.
Oh, pretty please. You're the only one I can ask, and I know you're the best.
Why don't you do it yourself?
I can't. Look, I know it might seem like all I do is point my finger and boss people around, but I'm also very busy serving looks, working on my eyeliner, all whilst looking for my future king.
That's not very 21st century of you.
Look, Kat, women can want romance and power, okay? Let me find my true love, some pretty eye candy to look good at diplomatic events, but let me find them after I've smashed the glass ceiling of the kingdom and defied gender norms by proving girl power will get us by.
I'm not convinced I want to be an agent of the monarchy, let alone the hierarchy. Oh.
I'll give you a £5 and let you stay up late.
Okay, I'm in. I'll take the royal train.
Well, with that being the case, we'll leave the princess for the time being to manage her kingdom, and we'll follow Cat on their perilous journey. I hope they bought snacks.
First stop, the magical forest.
Choo-choo!
Oh, I don't believe it. I forgot snacks.
The train rushes and whooshes, zooms and speed. The countryside changes from pink to yellow to purple to polka dot. Look at all the towns that they're passing. I wonder who could live there. Finally, after travelling for nearly a whole half an hour, they reach their destination, the magical forest. You can tell it's magical because of all the wizards. Do you know what noises wizards make? No, neither do we.
This is gross. Who has been looking after this place? There is moss everywhere. Where has the Forestry Commission been all this time?
Of course, what Cat doesn't realise is that moss grows on trees in what's known as a commensalist relationship. That's where one party gets a good thing from working together, and the other party, in this case the tree, is neither harmed nor benefited by it. At least that's what the scientists say. In fact, I happen to think that the trees look rather dashing in all their moss coats.
If you're going to act all know-it-all just because you're an omniscient, I can't speak, narrator, don't you think you can help us find what we're looking for?
Nope.
Okay, train, let's split up and look for the thing.
Choo-choo! They look high and they look low. They go far and they go wide. Is it under the branches? Have the trees hidden it in their tickly armpits? Have the tiny little men who live in the tiny little mushrooms hidden it in their tiny little bellies?
No!
No! Okay, we've looked high and we've looked low. Who knows how far we have to go? It's not under the branches. It's not in the armpits of the trees. It's not in the tiny little bellies of the tiny little men who live under the tiny little mushrooms. It's not here. Come on, train. Let's call the princess and let her know we'll keep looking.
The cat pulls out their catmobile and calls the princess.
Hello, princess speaking. We slay dragons, rule empires, and offer benevolent solutions to incompetent warring factions. How may I direct your call?
Princess, it's me, Cat.
Oh my God, you would not believe the nightmare I've had. Where have you been? Have you found it yet? We need it so everyone can get on with their lives and have a jolly nice time.
I'm afraid not. We searched the magic forest, but it wasn't in the armpits of the trees or the bellies of the tiny little men under the... Oh, wait. Bellies of the tiny little under the mushroom men.
Okay, I mean, that's great, but the forest is at least 40 acres, a valuable biome, not to mention a natural resource. Do you know that there's more than just... What did you say? The bellies of the tiny under the mushroom men.
Yes, that's right. The bellies of the tiny under the mushroom men.
Right. Well, I'm not one to criticise, but maybe some constructive, unsolicited feedback? How about a compliment sandwich? It's just there's more to the forest that, you know? There's caves, there's logs, there's ponds full of frogs, there's tree houses and forest homes, and little puddles filled with gnomes.
Yes, I know all that, but the narrator would have told me to look somewhere specific if it was pertinent to the story.
Yes, you're right. He is a bit full of himself, and he really could do with being a little less oblique and help out. It's nice to help your friends out after all, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm still invoicing you for this work, though. You know that, right? I'll cut you a deal because you're a friend, but you should never ask a freelancer to do something for such a small fee, even if it's a little story for the young ones.
Yes, a fair wage is reasonable.
I think it's time we get the story moving. We know it wasn't in the magical forest, don't we? So where else could it be?
We could always search the Arctic Circle. Come on, train.
Choo-choo! The train dashes and hurries, worries and scurries. The countryside changes from polka dots to candy stripes to red to a delightful shade of fuchsia. Look at all the towns they are passing. I wonder who could live there. Finally, after travelling for nearly 3/4 of an hour, they reach their destination.
So this is the Arctic Circle. After nearly 45 minutes of travelling, we made it. I'm hungry.
Choo-choo!
I must say... Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. I wish we'd packed sandwiches.
Choo-choo!
I must say, this Arctic Circle is a lot smaller than I thought it'd be. All the penguins are huddled on that one glacier. I don't think this will take us very long.
They look high and they look low. They go far and they go wide. Is it under the penguin? Have the penguins hidden it in their tickly armpits? Have the freezing fish who live in the freezing water hidden it in their frozen little bellies?
No!
No! We've looked high and we've looked low. We've not gone very far or very wide because there's not an awful lot of room. I've looked under every penguin. I've checked their smelly, tickly armpits.
Choo-choo!
That's right. Due to the unsavory relationships with fish, I'm glad I asked you to check in their bellies.
Choo-choo.
Don't look at me. I'm a vegetarian.
The cat pulls out their catmobile and calls the princess.
Hello, princess speaking. We are currently experiencing a local insurrection. Please hold. Hello, thank you for your patience. You've reached the kingdom. How may I direct your call?
Hey, it's me. We're at the Arctic Circle.
Oh, hey! I've been worried sick. I've had to give 2 dragons a fairly stern talking to and completely reassess my policy on sharing. Did you find it yet?
No, we looked in the bellies of the fish. Well, the train did. I looked under the penguins and in their armpits.
That's so weirdly specific. Why do you think it would be hidden in their armpits? Did you ask the penguins if that was okay?
Yes, of course we asked, Princess. The penguins were fine with it. I think with all the researchers that come to study them, they've grown used to it.
And there was nowhere else to look?
No, it's a lot smaller than I remember. I'm not sure if it's because I'm bigger or if it's because it's shrunk.
I understand. I'll have a word with Elsa to see what she can do. In the meantime, I'll ship 3 metric tons of ice to them immediately. I don't want penguins to fall off.
Choo-choo!
He's got a point, you know. They can swim.
Yes, but it's a health and safety nightmare. And more importantly, they promised me we could go for a swim when I got up there.
Sure thing. How's it going back there? Are you okay?
I'll be happier once this story reaches its happily ever after.
And with that, it's time for our heroes to be moving. The princess has got a kingdom to run after all, and we need to ensure that they have searched for the thing.
Okay. Well, I suppose the one place we haven't thought of looking is the mysterious cave, up the mysterious path, behind the mysterious house, in the mysterious town.
Choo-choo!
Yes, it is quite far, but I'm sure we can stop to ask directions along the way.
The train zooms and dooms, booms and glooms and huffs and puffs, and is in such a rush. The countryside changes from a delightful shade of fuchsia to stripes, to rainbows, to sparkles, to the bluest blue that you have ever seen. Such a blue hue, who knew the blue could come in such a blue? Look at all the towns they are passing. I wonder who could live there. Finally, after travelling for nearly at least 50 whole minutes, they do not know where they have got to. Can you tell them?
I don't know where we are.
Choo-choo!
Could you go look over there, and I'll look over here, and then we'll meet halfway. Maybe we'll see if I can find someone who can give us directions.
Choo-choo!
Oh, what's this handsome bearded man?
How can I help you?
It appears the cat is quite lost.
Hello, I'm a handsome bearded man.
Yes, I can see that.
How can I help you?
I'm afraid I'm quite lost.
I might be able to help you. What are you looking for?
I'm trying to find the thing. We're looking for it for the purpose of a narrative. I think it's in the mysterious cave, up the mysterious path, behind the mysterious house, in the mysterious town.
The thing
Yes,
in the mysterious cave,
yes,
which is up the mysterious path,
yes,
which is behind the mysterious house.
yes,
And that's in the mysterious town?
yes. I'm looking for the thing, and I think it might be in the mysterious cave, up the mysterious path, which is behind the mysterious house.
I'm afraid I can't help you. Ah! Unless you mean that mysterious cave, which is up that mysterious path, which, if I'm right, is behind the mysterious house, which, if memory serves, is in that mysterious town?
Yes, that could be it.
Ah, well, why didn't you say? That's 5 minutes away. First left after the giant Free Cornwall sign. Can I interest you in a brochure?
No, thank you. I'll just take the sign if that's free. Come on, train, I found it.
Choo-choo!
And so with that, the cat and the train somehow made their way up to the mysterious cave. They found the mysterious town. Look out for the rats. They found their way to the mysterious house. Look out for the bats.
Choo-choo!
They found their way behind the mysterious house and up the mysterious path. Look out for cats.
Oh, wait. What have you got against cats?
Nothing. Look, is that the mysterious cave?
Choo-choo!
And so with that, the train and the cat had made it at long last to the mysterious cave. It was dark and gloomy. It looked cold, yet roomy, smelled funny and runny, sounded oozing and goozing, but it was advertised on spare rooms being only £800 per calendar month, bills not included.
Choo-choo!
I really hope they've done a health and safety assessment on this place. It looks disgusting. Yuck.
And so they went into the dark, dark cave, just like they suspected. It was gloomy yet roomy, funny yet runny, and was both oozing and goozing, but luckily, it wasn't quite as big as they expected.
Oh, what have I stepped in? Have they carpeted this in hairballs? This interior design is so 2019. This is really messing with mindfulness app. Oh, hang on, I've reached the end.
Choo-choo!
Oh, we definitely can't go any further. It's all bumpy and lumpy and warty and naughty and disgusting.
I take issue with that.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were a wall.
Yes, I get that a lot. How can I help you?
We're looking for a thing. Can you help us find it? It's a thing to help us have a nice time.
I'm afraid there's nothing here, only me.
This will sound weird, but do you mind if I check under your armpits? I'll get told off if I don't.
I mean, I don't see why not. Nothing in my armpit, see?
So with
Okay,
that,
well, thank you for your time.
and so with that, they leave out the warty-borty, oozing, goozing, roomy but gloomy cave, down the mysterious path, past the mysterious house, out through a mysterious town, and back onto the railway.
Choo-choo!
Oh, however are we going to explain to the princess that we couldn't find the thing?
Choo-choo!
You're right, we did our best, and sometimes that's all we can do. We've checked everywhere. It's taken us nearly 2 hours. I'm tired and I want a sandwich and a bath. And for someone to read me a story. Let's go home.
Choo-choo!
It's all right. I had a nice time. If we rush, we can make it back in time for tea. Come on, train.
Right, I think if I fly us there, it'll be only about 20 minutes.
Hang on, you can fly. Hang on, you can talk.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. It would be a bit weird if I was incapable of speech but somehow understood everything you said. Come on, get real. What do you think this is? A convoluted fantasy story concocted from a lot of disparate fairy tales and half-remembered TV shows in a bid to reach out to two very special kids who are very far away?
I suppose that would be ridiculous.
I just choose not to say much. I think it makes me seem rather mysterious and dashing.
Well, right, we should get dashing back to the princess.
The train zooms and dooms, booms and glooms and huffs and puffs, and then, all of a sudden, the train leaps off the tracks into the sky. The countryside zooms below beneath them and changes back from such a blue hue to sparkles to rainbows to strips to fuchsia. The train rushes and whooshes and zooms and speeds. The countryside below changes back from red to candy stripe to polka dot to purple to yellow to pink. Look at all the towns below them. Aren't they so small down there? Wave to the houses, everybody.
Choo-choo!
I know you can talk now, so any advice would be welcomed.
I've got nothing, I'm afraid. That was why I was falling back into bad habits. You know the princess, she's not going to be mad. Just tell her you did your best, and that's all she can ask.
Can't you dress up as me and take the blame? I really want a sandwich.
Choo-choo!
Oh, you're no use.
Cat, you're back, and I'm so pleased to see you. Let me tell you, the kingdom has gone quite to pot. Everyone's locked up, but they're leaving all their toys out. I've been clearing up behind them for 10 minutes. Can you imagine? Not to mention the economy has tanked. No one wants the cookie coin anymore. This biscotti pound is plummeting. The bottom of the custard cream dollar has fallen off, and the bottom has fallen off the custard cream. Cat, it's terrible.
That does sound tough.
And that's not all. I've been talking to an undead prince for weeks and they just ghosted me. They said they couldn't deal with the commitment.
Oh no, it sounds like you've been having a really rough time of it.
It's okay. I've got you now. Did you find the thing?
Listen, about that, have you ever considered that perhaps the real magic was, of course, inside us all along?
No, it wasn't. We looked there first.
What do you mean?
Well, it's always the last place you look, isn't it? So it made sense to start there.
I can see why they picked you to run a country. Women in power just make so much more sense, don't you think?
Just look at New Zealand. They're thriving. Hugs and kisses everywhere. Hot chocolate, football, tiny little pieces of strings, tree frogs, 4 unlikely short men going on an adventure with their hairy uncles.
Well, look, I'm really sorry, but I couldn't find it. We went high and we went low. We went from the magical forest to the Arctic Circle to the mysterious cave and back again. Did you know the train can talk? Did you know he can fly? We searched in every armpit from here to the north. I'll never get my hands clean, and we just couldn't find the thing.
Well, not to worry. It would be nice, but I have you here now, and that's what's important. Family is important right now.
We're not related. I'm a cat.
Well, you're family to me, and that's all that matters.
Choo choo.
Yes, Train, you too.
I'm sorry. I wish we had known what the thing was. That's a mystery that would bug me, I think.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Oh,
Choo choo.
You sound worried. Is everything all right?
I mean, you're not going to believe this, guys. I'm really sorry. I found what we were looking for. It had fallen down behind the sofa. I really should tidy up more. Oh man, my face is red. I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Well, what is it?
It's the extended edition double disc DVD of Frozen. I thought we could watch it together while we wait for all this to blow over.
Sounds great. I'm in.
And I am too.
So there you have it. They managed to find the thing and they learnt their lesson along the way. I hope you have liked our story and I hope that you know that they lived happily ever after. We'll see you around sometime soon, but for now, bye everybody.